Hi, it's Mary at the Meri Atelier, and I am just getting set up here. I'm going to zoom in just a little. Hi, Lucia. Don't mean to give you a headache right off, but I'm just getting set up. Hi. How you been? Welcome to everybody who's coming in. We're just getting a start. I just signed up, just signed in. Well, you're here early. That's true, Lucia. Can you hear the train? We got a train coming through. I always hear the train whistle. Welcome to folks who are coming in. Say hello. Let me know who you are. Yeah, that old train. Those trains must come through 4 or 5 times a day. Hi, Christine. Welcome. Welcome to everybody else who's come in. Let me know who you are, so I can say hello. Yeah, I got more awesome happy mail today. I can't believe that, well, it's just nice to get it. Hi, Rose. Welcome. Well, folks are coming in here. I'm going to start again right away on the Childcraft. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. I'm going to zoom out just a teeny bit here. It's always hard to get my camera set up right at the beginning. See if I can't. Oh, that's as far as it'll go. Hi, Connie. Welcome. Ever since I started doing lives, I've been working in this Childcraft encyclopedia. We have gotten a lot of pages finished. But last week I was running out of juice on my on my phone because my cord was broken. I did go get me. Chad gave me a message saying I am sending too many messages, need to take a break. I get those too, Lucia. That's just that's kind of like an automatic YouTube thing. I don't know why they do that. Well, they do it to prevent a lot of scrolling messages, but I don't think you send too many. Hi, Janet. Welcome. Last week I was working on the bicycle page, the page after the bicycle page, around page 100. This one, and my phone was running out of juice. What did I do with the photos already? Here they are. I wanted to glue in the photos because this page is dry now. Hi, Annie. Annie, I put up a Happy Mail video. Thank you so much for the Happy Mail. That is so cool. I did get a new cord for my phone, and it's supposed to be guaranteed for life. Oh, dear. We'll see whose life they're talking about. I am just going to glue these in. I'm going to kind of make them like a triple flip. So I think the little girl is going to go in first, and she's going to go right about here. Did you all have a nice week? Getting ready for Christmas? Enjoying the season? All that shopping? We went grocery shopping yesterday. That was enough for me. Aren't these cute pictures? This picture is a painting of a pair of shoes, but they painted the toes into the shoes. So I thought that was cute, and I thought I would put these pictures of the kids here, this little fellow, he's got his daddy's house slippers on. Rose said she made a Christmas card for her neighbor today. I made a Christmas card today too, Rose. Cool. Janet says she just found some pictures of her son's, baby shoes a few days ago. Oh. Kathy says, I'm ready for Christmas. Daughters are coming tomorrow for the annual cookie candy bake. Oh, that sounds fun. Connie, hi Connie. Welcome. I bought them and they've broken in less than a week. What are you talking about, Connie? Are you talking about the phone cords? Yikes. Let's see. I want this little guy to go under here, though, I think. I think this little guy's going to hold them both down. I think that's how I'll do it. Something like this. So I'm going to put him over just a little. Yeah, I don't know where this week has gone. Well, let's see. Saturday I had to go get this phone cord, so that takes up a day. Yes, the phone cords, yeah, on the, you know, they say guaranteed for lifetime, and you wonder exactly whose lifetime are you talking about? I think I'm going to put this little guy right about here. Then need something in there. Maybe I'll draw a picture of a shoe. Or better yet, I'm thinking maybe some man to go in that shoe or something. I don't know. I'm not sure about that yet. But this is kind of finishing up from last week's. Hi, Second Chance Creations. How are you? Krista? Welcome. Welcome to folks that are coming in. I'm just kind of finishing up on last week's page. We don't want to glue this guy down. We'll put him like that. There. So they'll kind of be like a triple flip here. Like that. Oh, you know what I can put over there? I have this Choosing Shoes poem. I read this last week. I accidentally, deleted last week's live video. Kathy says, dinner's in the oven. It's hot outside today. Krista, what part of the world? Are you from the other side of the world? Are you from... Where are you from, Krista? You have to be from like Australia or New Zealand or someplace where it's hot. Or Florida. Choosing shoes. That's what I'm going to... And I'm just kind of tacking this in with my glue stick. I know I'll have to go back in there and glue this better. But yeah, I think I'll just put this up there. Maybe, oh, just like that. Welcome to everybody who's come in. If I've missed saying hello to you, I bumped my phone a lot. I apologize for that. Oh, Christy, you're from Australia? Welcome. Janet said she added some peanut butter chips on top. Oh, hi, Aunt Beck. Welcome. Aunt Beck, I love my envelope. Boy, let me tell you. Hi, Nancy. Welcome. I just got to start, Nancy. You haven't missed anything. I'm just kind of finishing up last week's page. I'm going to tip my phone a little bit this way because my book is really high up on my desk. I have to reach, so I'm going to tip my phone. Hi, Little Crafts. So let's see, this way. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. So this week I thought I had shown this page last week of this young boy and a portrait page. And I was going to work on him last week, but we didn't have time. So, Michelle, I think that I popped in on one of your lives last week. I'm going, is this Michelle's channel? Your daughters were showing gifts that they'd received. I was following it. I was enjoying it. I think that was last Saturday. Yeah. So I'm going to work on this page tonight. Usually I lose the cap. Tonight I lost the glue stick. Oh, there it is. I set it up over here. Nice and neat where it should be. All right. So I'm going to put this picture right over here to my left on my chair. Just so you know. I'm always losing things. So this is talking all about portraits. It says you have only one face. But you can change the look on your face anytime you want to. You can look serious or silly. You can wrinkle your forehead or puff out your cheeks. You can laugh or cry. How many different kinds of looks do you see on this picture? And this is a picture of Carl Sandburg. It's a Carl Sandburg 1936 montage. The photograph is by Edward, can't pronounce his name, S.T.I. Steichen from the Museum of Modern Art in New York. And I am going to put this little guy over here, and I'm going to let this face peek through, I think. And I'm going to leave these faces alone. And just because I'm such a absent-minded person when I'm doing lives, I'm just going to mark this off. I think I'll be okay there. And I chose, since it's faces, I chose a peach, a white, a mocha, and because they're men, I chose a blue. Now look at it, chat here. Poetry for the Common Man. It's Carl Sandburg, yes. Hi, Kathy, welcome. Oh, you're going to try it. Little Crafts Creations is going to try and do the Q&A. Your daughters are going to answer questions in the live. Boy, are they brave. Are these art Q&A questions or craft-related Q&A questions, or are these just give me a question and I'll try to answer it? And Beck says, when she was homeschooling our son, we took a tour of Carl Sandburg's home. Oh, that's cool. His home was lovely. Cool. Very cool. Is it like a historic place now on the, like, yeah, it would have to be if you toured it. Unless you just went and say, hi, Carl, we're here for a visit. All right, I'm just going to get started with this. I'm going to put some peach on here. I might add some yellows, but I'm going to kind of go neutrals on this since these are faces. Might put some ruddy, R-U-D-D-Y colors in here. Some suntan colors. I'm going to stay away from the white right now. I need to clean off the caps on my paints. Ooh. There were books everywhere. Thank you, Janet. And I got happy mail this week from Annie and Laura and Aunt Beck and Nye. I tell you, my happy mail this year, the post office is beginning to wonder. Why is this lady getting all these packages? But I am so enjoying them. I am not going to be lacking for things to put in my 2018 syllables journal. And as always, if I fall out, hi Barbara. Barb, you came just when I fell. Let me reverse the screen here. As always, when I have technical issues, like I am tonight, I got paint on my fingers, so it's hard for me to touch this phone screen. Welcome, Barb. Barb does a lot of stamp carving too. She was doing a really cool one this afternoon. She is in our Zoom chat that Cindy Signs Utter hosts. And she was showing us, Barb was showing us her stamps that she was carving this afternoon. Her and Peg Robinson. If you watch Peg Robinson's channel, you'll see a really interesting stamping video. And Barb, I'm doing my page right now, my reverse collage, but after I get this done, my painty background down here, I'm going to do the contest. Oh, let me wipe my hands off a minute here. Well, I was going to show you the card that I made, but I think I'll wait till after I send it and I know the person got it. I made a card. I made a Christmas card today. And it's going out, but I just happen to think that the person that it's going to might be watching the replay of my video. I don't want them to see it until they get it. But I got it all finished, Barb. Oops. You having pizza tonight, Rose? We're having pizza tomorrow night. We had good old-fashioned hamburgers tonight. I think I want some. And I was telling the gals in our Zoom chat this afternoon that I'm going to do the contest a little bit differently tonight. So we're going to have some fun with that. I just ask for your patience because I'm not sure how it's going to work. Hopefully it'll go good with no hang-ups, but who knows, you know, that something can happen, it will. And I'm just kind of painting out everything on the page that... Oh, Connie, I usually do a little contest in my lives sessions, and I give away ATCs or tags or cards or nothing really big. It's just usually just a little piece of art that you can add to your art journal or look at and do what you want with. Tonight they are ATCs that I made. Well, I think I want to do just a little bit more around his face. And then I think I want to put a little blue on here. Because these are neutral colors, all right. And I'm not trying to be too perfect on here. Because after all, I am painting with my fingers. This guy reminds me down here in the lower right-hand corner. Reminds me of one of the wrestlers that we watch on Monday and Tuesday night. My brother likes to watch wrestling. Now, I think I'll put just a little blue. I think the blue I got out is too dark. I think I'll go with a different blue here. How about a sapphire blue? That has not been opened yet. I got some paints on sale the last time I went to Hobby Lobby, which was about a month ago. Hi, Azure. Welcome. You're welcome, Rose. Those Christmas trees were, well, you know, they're just, what can I say? They're just handmade cards. Oh, I'm liking that. It should be kind of shook up a little, but I'm kind of liking how thin it is. Now he's going to be, the little boy is going to be glued down here. So that blue there probably won't make as much difference as if I put some blue over here. I'm kind of looking at my page now. Yeah, I think this is just about all I want to do to this. I'm going to set it aside and let it dry. All we're doing is getting some color down on the page. I'll wash my hands off here. We've got a good 20 people in here, so this is a good time to have a contest. I do a contest at the beginning of my live and toward the end to give the people a chance who've been out on their Friday night, whatever, family night or whatever they're doing on Friday nights. If they come in later, they have a little of a chance to win. I'm going to put this on the other side to dry. Other side of the room over here. Now I have to show you these. These are buttons that I got from Peg Robinson in one of her Happy Mail boxes. And these are envelopes that I made to go with the, these are extras. We need extras. I have 6 ATCs. I've got them all put in the little holders, all ready to go. I have the envelopes all ready to go. Barb, we did this one night in one of my live sessions. I still need to paint this guy's hat. This is one of those they call it a bowling hat. And I kind of looked at this guy, and you can see he's got a 3/4 view. He's looking off this way. Well, I drew the hat going that way, but this guy with the gold face is looking up this way, so I need to bring that brim of that hat down a little. That really bugs me. And then I think we were going to work on her. We haven't had much of a chance to work. I was going to work on it last week, and my phone ran out of juice. We're going to do the contest here. These are the envelopes. I got them all ready to go. These are the ATCs. And I'll show you these as we win them, because I'm going to have whoever gets the winning ones choose a color. And that what's inside will be the ATC that she will win. And what I have here are the bingo cards. Did anybody see if Jerry came in? This, I took the rubber bands off of the bingo card project that I made for my, because I can put it back together again. And then this is came in Laura's. Yeah. Well, she comes in, we'll see we're using her bingo cards. This came in Laura's. I'm just using it because it's nice and stiff. I'm going to put it up here so if any of the buttons fly off that way, it'll catch it. But I have 6 ATCs and I have 6 buttons. Now what I'm going to do, this is just a trial run. Don't say anything or anything like that. I'm just going to describe how this is, I think this is going to go. I don't know how it's going to work. We'll see. If it doesn't work, we'll go back to... Rose is giving me hers if she wins. Rose, are you tired of getting my ATCs? Rose says, in your dreams, Annie. Well, Annie, I do have 6 extras. So if you don't win one in one of the 2, if you're here for the last, if you don't win one, we'll give away the extras. The extras, I like them, but they were just kind of, I chose what I thought were the better ones in here, and the extras are just kind of, they're nice, but these are, I think, have more of a design element to them. So you'll still have a chance to win something. But I have 6 buttons here, and how this is going to go is before I'm going to toss the buttons on here. But before I do that, I'm going to have each of you call out one of these numbers. Can everybody see the numbers? And you don't do it now. Hi, Karen. Don't do it now. I'm just explaining. I thought, we need to shake up this contest a little. We need to do something different. So, when everybody has their number all chosen, and there are 4 free spaces. Now, you are free to call a free space, but it's going to be treated just like a number. The button has to land in order for you to win an ATC. If you call free space, and if a button lands on it, then, and if you call free space, if a button lands on any one of these, and more than one person can call free space, but not more than 4, okay? Otherwise, the other people, I shouldn't even say more than 4. We'll see how that goes. I'm still kind of working that part out, because if 5 other people win legitimate numbers, then you'll only get 1 free space. How does that sound? But if 3 people got good numbers and you got 3 free spaces, I guess you win three cards, and then you can give them away. How does that sound? Or you can choose to say, no, Mary, let's put them back in the pool. No, you call one number. You call one number, and then I'm going to throw the buttons. No, you just type it in. You type it in, you just say 36 or 71. You just type in your number as you would if you were naming a number for the range. But it has to be one of the numbers on this board. Now, if the button falls in a zone here, and it falls between 70 and 63, if you called 70 or 63, I'll give that one to you. If it falls, and I've tested this a couple times, and they do some. I see I'm going to have technical issues tonight. I'm back, I'm sorry. If that happens, we'll just pick up where we left off. So, I do see the numbers. After I come back, I can still see all the chat. My YouTube app has not stopped. I get disconnected from the internet. So, my YouTube app is still going. I just have to resume it. So, I still see everything. But what I was saying is if this button lands right in here, and if you called 43, 49, 39, or 51, you only call one number, and if it lands in here, you'll get a prize. If somebody called 43 and 51, I'll give 2 ATCs away. And I do have extras that I think will cover that. It happens, but it doesn't happen all the time. So let's give this a try. I'm going to throw this just once as don't call anything. I'm just going to show you how I'm going to do it. My hand is about, well, I'll measure. This is an 18-inch ruler. So my hand is between 15 and 16 inches. Probably I'll go a little lower, between 14 and 17 inches. Off of the board here. And this is the lid of a box, but sometimes the buttons bounce out, and if they bounce out, I'll just pick it up and let it fall down again. So let's just let this fall at once, and do we do one number or one on each card? One number from any one of these cards. I think, well, some of these cards have the same number, but there's enough numbers in here because there's 22 of us in here. So, there's enough of us in here, like 63 and 15 are the same, 44, but there's enough numbers in here. Yeah, it's between 1 and 75, Lucia. Yeah, that's Okay, don't call any numbers yet. I just want to show you how the buttons will fall. And what I try to do, rather than throw them this way or slide them in, I try to hold my hands. Well, see, a couple of them fell out. But I try to hold my hands. I tried to cup it like this. And I'm probably about 14 inches above, and I shake them a little, and then I just let them drop. So this one went way up here in the corner, but I would count it as 63. This one landed on 65. This one landed on 11. And this one landed between 22, 23. And I would say that would be a 4 square if you called any one of this number. And then this one landed on 9. So, and if you both happen to call a 9, try to get different numbers. But if it's scrolling fast and somebody calls the same numbers you did, no big deal. We'll give you one from contest 2. We'll just use them until they're all gone. So any questions? And this is all trial. Hi, Crafty. Hi, Lillian. Lillian, we're getting ready to do the contest. I'm trying to approach it a different way, make it a little bit more fun. Welcome back, Krista. So what we're doing is we're calling one number only off of the board. You can call free space if you want, but the button has to fall on the free space for you to actually win an ATC. So here's the other thing. After we figured out, if nobody wins, I'll throw the button again. We'll just throw the buttons until that they all win. And then after I have my ATCs here, and we've all got 6 of these given away, I'm going to hold them out like this. I think I'll move this Santa over here. And then starting with probably the numbers up on this side, if somebody picks 60, I'll say, which one of these do you want? By the color. And you just say, okay, I want the red polka dot one, not knowing what's in it. I don't know what's in it. Because I put these together last night, and I don't know what's in what package. If you say, I want the first Santa Claus one, or the first one here, or the second one. So that's how we're going to choose. And then I'm going to write down your name on the card, and I need to get out some bingo paper, some note paper, and a pencil. And bear with this, because I don't know how this is going to work. It may be fun, or we may decide that we want to go back and do it the other way. But I thought this would be a fun approach to try. I mean, hey, what else can we do but play bingo on a Friday night? All right, go ahead and start calling your numbers. I'm not going to write them down. We'll go back and scroll through. Kind of remember your number and watch for the buttons as they fall. It's okay to have the same number. If that button falls on that number, I'll give away 2 ATCs. And we'll just keep going until we give all the ATCs away. And we can thank Jerry from Recycled Parts for Art for the bingo cards. I'm going to give you a little bit longer. Did everybody call all the numbers that they wanted? It's kind of fun, isn't it, Karen? Are we all done? I'll give you 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ezra, did you call a number? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, oh yay, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I'm going to kind of shake the buttons up here. And I have no idea how this is going to work. We'll see. I'm kind of afraid myself. Oh, look at this. These happen to be 2 64s. Did anybody call 64? Krista, did she call Oh, who called 64? Between 70 and 8, between 2 and 10, 54, 63, 59, or 64. There's a 64 over here. Did anybody call these numbers at all? Oh, no. Nobody? 59? Azure did 59. So I'm going to give you a choice. I'm going to set this aside. These are the ones that I'm going to use tonight in the first session. And Azure, which one do you want? You're going to pick it by color of the card. Okay, Aunt Beck. Aunt Beck called 54, so... And Janet did 59. All right, let's see. 59. And Azure. Janet and Azure have 15. All right. And Aunt Beck called 54. So we'll give 3 of them away. That's pretty good. And this will go faster as we get the hang of it. So Azure, are you with us, Azure? Azure, which one of these do you want by color? The red one? This one or the red socks? This one or the red socks? Or this one? There are 3 red ones. I'm gonna have to number these so you can pick by number, but for tonight we'll do it by color. Bottom, this one. Okay. So I'm going to Azure, A-Z-U-R-E. Azure, do I have your mailing address? I don't think I do. If you're on Facebook, I'm at Meri Abrams, or I should get this ready too. I'm doing this every time we have a contest. This bugs me probably more than it bugs you guys. Azure, I'll need your snail mail address. I can't mail anything out if I don't have snail mail addresses. If you are on Facebook, you can message me at Meri Abrams or the Meri Atelier at gmail.com. And there are dots between the Meri and Atelier at gmail.com. So, Aunt Beck had 54. Let's give Aunt Beck. Aunt Beck, which one do you want? The music, the socks, or the postcards, or the green dots, or the blue? The green with dots. I'll have to work out this part of it better if we do it. And you're welcome to play the next round too. We'll just give these away. Aunt Beck had this one, and I'm just going to put it in here. Do you want to see what you won? Azure, here's what you won. Here's the ATC you won. It's a little, I used fabric from my favorite Walmart store. And actually the snowflakes I got at one of the department stores in the town. I think they're really pretty. And then it has gold trim around the bottom. Hi, Crystal. So, and then Aunt Beck, this is the one you won. He's a Santa Claus and he's touching his nose, getting ready to go up the chimney. I think they're all pretty. I like that fabric. And these are things that I can do. Okay, we have Janet. Janet, which one do you want? The red socks, the red postcards, the music, or the blue Merry Christmas? The music notes. Okay, so this is Janet. Now we got 3 left. Did anybody else have a 2, a 10, a 12, a 17? Because I'm not going to, you got to say if you got it, because I'm not going to scroll back. You got to help me out that way. So this goes to Janet. Some of you ladies are going to have to start a glue book of things you get from me. I was teasing Lucia about that. Janet, here's your ATC. It's a little angel with a snowflake here. She's carrying a, looks like she's knocking at a door with a basket of fruit. So I found that these were really fun to make. Okay. Put that over there. We got 3 left. Let's throw the buttons again. I think we'll get better at this as we go through. Mary, I got your things on display in my front room. Aw, thank you. You'll get tired of them, and when you do, put them in an art journal someplace, or put them in your stash, or... Yeah, Lucia says she's going to do a Meri album. Okay, I'm going to throw it again, so let's see if we can give away 3 more. Go ahead and call your numbers before I toss them. Any number on here, 1 number. Or a free space if you want to. I mean, a free space is just like the numbers. So if you think it'll land on a free space, just say FS for free space. I'm going to give you a little time in case there's some lag. Hi, Laura. Love your happy mail, Laura. Thank you so much. I thought maybe we'd work on that eagle tonight. My comments keep disappearing off my screen. Hi, Linda. Some of you I get to see as you come in. I mean, as you call off the numbers. I don't see you come in. There's no way that I can tell. Wasn't that eagle awesome? There's no way. I got 10 thoughts going through my head. There's no way that I can see who comes into the room unless you say something. And then when I was showing that eagle, I had my camera zoomed in, so he may fit on that page pretty good. Or as Rose says, we can just tip him in. Okay. Okay, I'm going to say stop. I'm going to get ready and throw the numbers again, and kind of watch to see if a button lands on your number, because I'm relying on you to say it landed on my number. So, here we go. I'm almost afraid to let go of them. Did one fall out? 1, 2, 3. I think one fell out. It's here someplace. All right, did anybody get a 3, a 54, an 18, or 32, or a 74, or 75? This one's kind of on the edge. Anybody get one of this? This might be the hard part, is actually getting those numbers. I love the page that the person says it reminds them of mine now. Isn't that a cool page? Laura was nobody got those numbers? Whoa. Well, let me scroll back. Little Craft got 44. Okay. Michelle. I'm going to let this one button fall because one fell out. Maybe it'll fall on one of your buttons. Oh, 52 or 63? Anybody call those? 30, look at all those 30s. 39, 51, 24, 36. Boy, look at that. 38, 33. Well, I'm gonna throw the buttons again. Maybe we can give away, but before we do that, little crafts, I have 2 left. Great minds say 30. Michelle, little crafts, which one of these do you want? Choose by color. I got 3 left here. I've got the red Christmas socks, the red postcards, and the blue Merry Christmas. Which red one? The postcard or the socks? The postcard one? Okay, this is the one you got. And you got a little angel too. And I put the snowflake down here. And she's got a little halo. Little angel going off over here. So this one goes to Michelle. I don't know if this is actually going to be any faster or quicker. I was thinking it would go faster. That it seems like we're having to retoss the numbers to give them all given away. So we might have to rethink this. I'll rethink it, but we'll go ahead and play it this way tonight. All right, we got 2 more. Yeah, it is fun. More buttons. That might be an option. Do you want to do more? I only did 6 buttons because I only had 6 cards, but that might be a good suggestion, Azure. Let's try that. Good thing Peg Robinson sent me a... She has no idea how I'm using her buttons. So how about if we add 6 more buttons? 2, 3, whoops, 3, 4, 5, and then if we get too many winners, we might have to not have 12 buttons. We'll have to play around with what works good here. All right, we still have 2 more to give away. And then we'll go on to doing some art. Oh, wait a minute. What did I do here? Michelle, Janet. Oh, I've got them all here. All right. I just didn't see these 2 names. All right. Ignore me. Oh, yeah. Keep going with your numbers. You're good. You're good. Just remember what number you chose. And I've got 12 buttons. So surely out of 12 buttons, 2 of you would win. Now, if 4 of you win, I'll pull them from the ones that I was going to do toward the end. And then toward the end, I'll pull from the extras. How does that sound? Are we all done? I'll give you 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, here goes. I'm thinking that some of these are going to bounce out because there's a lot of them in my hand, but we'll see what happens here. Yeah, one went that way, one went that way. I have to sweep the floor. All right. We landed on 41, 56, 12, 54 or 63, 20 or 38, 36, 71, 12, 33, 57 or 71. Did anybody get those numbers? Somebody got 57. Lucia got 57? Lucia got 57. 41. Janet. Janet, you have an option. You can say give it to somebody else, or you can take it. It's up to you. Or we can say put it back in the pot. Okay, Kristen got 54. I better start writing these down. Kristen got 54. And Christine got 54. And Little Crafts got 54. And Janet. And Lucia got... Did Lucia got one too, didn't she? Lucia got 57. Are those all of them? I'm relying on you to say you got a number. I'm not scrolling back. Okay. Whoops. Well, we better go play bingo for real. I need bingo balls. Mary, you wrote me down as winning twice. Rose? Wait. Christine. Christine, Little Crafts, Janet, and Lucia. Oh, I said it twice. I might have Lucia. See, sometimes my tongue doesn't go around with my mind or my hands. So, no, it was probably me. I probably said it twice. So, that's okay. Let's give, Janet and Little Crafts have already won something. Let's give Christine and Lucia. Christine, which do you want? The red socks or the blue Merry Christmas? The stockings? Okay. So, Lucia, you'll get this. You'll get the blue Merry Christmas. Now, hold on for Janet and Little Crafts. Let me write these down while my head is... And I should have all this ready to go, and I will if we do this anymore. I just wanted to see how this would work. So, Lucia gets these. Lucia, you got a Santa Claus touching his nose. And let's put your name in there before I shut it up. And Christine, you'll get the red stockings, and that is a little girl pulling a sled. Now, I think I have everybody's address except for Azure's. So this is Christine. Now, Little Crafts and Janet, you have an option. I'm not going to take them out of this. I'm going to take them out of the extras, because you already won from pile 1. You can do one of two things. You can say, put it back in the pile and let somebody else draw, just hold on to it, draw again some other time. Or you can say, give it to so-and-so. Or you can take it for yourself. I guess you have 3 options. So, Janet, what do you want to do? Do you want to take it? Do you want to give it to somebody? Or do you want to put it back into the booty? Kathy? Janet, do you want it to go to Kathy? Kathy will take it. Give it to Rose. Okay. How about you, Little Crafts? What do you want to do? We'll give it to Rose. Which one do you want to go to Rose? Rose, you pick. Which one do you want? These are the extras. I won't say what's in it. Whoops, bumping my phone here. Rose, which one do you want? The green dots, the holly leaves, the plaid, the blue. There's 2 blues. Give it to Aunt Beck, okay? I'm waiting for Rose to pick. Hi, Patricia. Welcome. Rose, are you with us? Aunt Beck, which one do you want? We'll let Aunt Beck pick. Aunt Rose may have gone off someplace. Aunt Beck, are you with us? Top green. Okay, we'll give that one to Aunt Beck. Kathy, I'm going to give you one. Pick one. These are extras. I'm feeling generous tonight. I made 6 extra ones. Oh, Aunt Beck, which one do you want? Pick one, Aunt Beck. You're getting this as a gift from Little Crafts. Brr, it's cold, she says. Okay, we're going to give this one to Kathy. This one to Rose. Or to Aunt Beck, I'm sorry. Rose must not be with us. Remind me that Rose needs to choose one. Maybe I'll just choose one for her. Now I got to write these down before I get all mixed up. This one, let me scroll back. Kathy Whitney gets this green one. Kathy, this is the one you got. These are extras. And I have to say, some of these designs, the way the fabric falls, just, you know, it's just the way the fabric falls. But I like it. You know what it is, Kathy? He's halfway down the chimney. Think of it that way. He's halfway down the chimney. He's touching his nose to go down the chimney. He's halfway there, Rose. Or Kathy. All right, and this one went to Aunt Beck, right? She said the green one with dots. Am I following that right? Oh, is that one yours, Aunt Beck? Hold it, hold it. We'll give that one to Aunt Beck. Meri, just, if there's a way Meri can mess up, she'll find it. Aunt Beck, that Santa Claus is going down the chimney. He's halfway there. All right, Aunt Beck. Wait, hold it. Aunt Beck. Are you sure? Let me see. I'm scrolling back. I'm top green, she said. So I guess so. That's the one we're going to give to you, Aunt Beck. And this one will go to Kathy. And Kathy, this one says Christmas greetings. And it's got the bell on it. And it says Christmas greetings up here. So this one will go to Kathy Whitney. All right. Has Rose come back? All right, Rose. Janet is gifting you you're welcome, Kathy. Rose, Janet is gifting you her second win. So you can choose from one of these. Which one do you want? There's 2 blue. You can say first blue, second blue, plaid, or holly. Bye, Krista. Have a good time. The holly one, is this the far left for you, or is this the far left for you? I get twisted on these. This one, Rose, or this one? This is my far left. I don't know if that's your far left or not. I guess I'll find out. Holly, okay. This is what you got, Rose. Oh, you got another little angel one with the little angel here and the silver can't talk. Silver bells. I really like these silver bells. Those are really neat. And then there's got a little angel here going off to the side. You better start you an album, Rose. All right. So we gave away we got 6 for tonight and 3 extra ones for later on. That's it. I'm going to write Rose down here before I forget. And I am going to put a rubber band around these. I'm getting them all in my hand here. So they'll all be together when I need to put them in the envelopes. And Azure, I'll need your, are you? I think you sent it to me. I think you sent it to me. All right, let's do something else. We'll decide whether you guys like this bingo or not. I'll let you decide. We'll look for other ways to play this too. I was hoping this would be quicker. I'm not sure that that's going to be even any more quick. There's got to be a faster way to play these games to have the contest. But it was fun. I'm going to set these aside. I think my how many times do I fall out in one night? That should be we should have a guessing game on how many times we're going to fall out. So here's the book. Let's see, did folks come in that I haven't said hello to? Ramona, hi Ramona. Welcome. 2. I would like to have not fall out at all, but I think it's an internet thing. I don't think it's a YouTube thing. It's just like a busy, Friday nights are busy, but what nights aren't busy anymore? I think I'm going to glue him in kind of catty corner here so that it'll flip this way. Yeah, and let's put it kind of in here. And we'll put him right in here. Now there's a little gal too, and I'm still looking for her. I know I did a fussy cut. Oh, you say kitty corner in Massachusetts? They probably say kitty corner here in Nebraska, but I say catty corner. Catty. Rose said that's cat corner, catty corner. Well, anyway, it's glued down in the lower left-hand corner. Now, I feel like I could do something else to this page. And I have this pen. And this pen I got at Walmart. And we have been noticing that this pen writes on acrylic. It's a felt tip. And it writes on the acrylic paint. Nice. Now, this one I've been using, so I won't... Well, it looks like it's still got a lot of good ink to it. So, yeah, they're Pen Plus Gear markers, permanent markers, and they're 2 for 44 cents. But I have to tell you, the last two times I went to Walmart, they were sold out of them. So if you see them, they're cheap enough, grab a couple packages. So, but we really like them because they write on this acrylic, and that's what I'm going to do tonight. Did you get you some, Annie? It's pen. Let's hold it up here. Let's see if I can get it to. Come on, focus. There. Pen plus gear, permanent marker, and they're put out by Casemate. I almost think that might be a Walmart brand, but don't take me as for gospel truth on that, because Walmart has a lot of pen plus gear. I know I got some little baseball scrapbook card holder, the plastic that were pen plus gear, and they make envelopes and ink pens, and yeah, some of the, well, as far as bleeding, I think your Micron would probably go dry on craft paint before it would bleed. Usually the felt tips do not work very good on craft paint. It causes them to go dry. Now, Cindy Seinzetter, she found some permanent markers at Staples, and I don't know the brand. Maybe they're just the Staples brand. And she got 8 of them in a box, and I think she paid around $5 for them, and she says they'll do the same thing. So sometimes these cheaper pens, if you experiment with them, it doesn't cost much to experiment. Sometimes they surprise you and they do exactly what you want. So whenever I see these at Walmart, I grab them. And I was going to go ahead and I think I'm going to mark right here. But see, I use these in my mini composition book. See, it writes really nice on this acrylic paint. It makes a nice mark across it. And I like to use them. I slipped a little there. But if you're looking for something that will write on acrylic paint, and my magazine idea playground, that big old one that I made, I need to get it out. And I'm going to start using these in it. So far, I've only seen them in black. They might make some blue ones that I missed, but even the black ones, I think that people are getting onto them. Mary, I'm looking for one that I can watercolor over or close to. Boy, I don't know what to tell you. I have used Micron. I've used those Zig markers. I have also, when I did my urban sketching, let's see if I got my little cookie tray. I keep some of my pens in a used cookie tray. They're kind of expensive, and I don't see it in here. Let's see if it's in my drawer here. I'm looking for, it's called a Vision pen. They're a more expensive pen. Here, it's one. Rose. Now, I will say, this one will bleed. This is not permanent marker. But these are more expensive. You'll pay $4 or $5 for these, for a package of 2. I mean, they're maybe even more than that. I can't remember. I only buy them when I want to buy they're nice pens. But I do use them over my watercolor, but you have to be very careful if you add water because they are water soluble. Oh, well, there you go. I don't know what else to tell you, Rose. You might try one of the Sharpies, fine point Sharpie. They won't bleed. Get these, I'm looking for one. I had one here. I got to sort out all my pens. But you know what a fine point Sharpie is. I must have taken it in the other room. Here, wait, there's one over here. Here. These, Rose, these, you can get these at like Walmart and all the office supply stores. See, they say no bleed. It's got bleed and then there's a line through that. You could use this on over watercolor and it should not bleed. And this cost me $5 for 2 of them at Hobby Lobby. You may be able to get them cheaper at Walmart. But they're fairly expensive pens, but these are what Dee Dee uses. I've used these for a long, long time. I like to sketch with them. Yes, they do. They come in different thicknesses. Or are you talking about the Pitt pens, Kathy? Don't Sharpies go fuzzy on the paper, though? I don't think that these fine point ones will. You might try it. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I really drew over. I'm one that I kind of like the bleed. I like the water-soluble inks. So to me, that's a play opportunity for me to play with it. So I'm not so concerned with it. But if you're doing journaling or writing, so you might experiment with them. I wouldn't think that they would go fuzzy. Well, let's see. Now you got me talking. I happen to have right here somewhere, here are some Winsor Newton watercolors. And I had a piece of watercolor paper out this afternoon that I was playing with. Now, let me get a piece of watercolor paper. Watercolor paper right here. I've got a watercolor pad. Let's just test it. You got me curious now. This is a good reason to go live. We'll put some watercolor on here. I haven't opened these watercolors for a long time, and I can tell it. Hold it a minute. I got to get my watercolors open here. There we go. Probably since the last time I went urban sketching, because you can see I have a dirty pan. I like my watercolors dirty. To me, that's how I mix my colors, right in the pan. I'm just going to activate these a little. And let's get a brush. It won't be a watercolor brush. It'll just be... Actually, it'll be a brush that I was using to make my card tonight. It's got a little... There. Okay, let's try this yellow ochre. And let's do it this way too. And I'll wash out the blue. Now get a paper towel here. Hold it, hold it. Let's try a little blue in there. Now I don't know how thick you do your watercolor. I'm just putting some on here. I actually do more watercolor sketching than I actually do with watercolor itself. When I go urban sketching, I tend to want to draw with my watercolors rather than paint with them. Now, I'm going to do the dangerous thing, but since we've already been disconnected 5 times tonight, I'm going to quick dry this with my heat gun. That's still wet. Kathy says to try a Pitt pen, Rose. I have some Pitt pens too, but they're in my watercolor. That's fairly dry. Let's try this Sharpie right out of the taggage here. Shall I zoom in just a little? You're going to get a headache. Hold on. Wait a minute. Somebody's screaming at me for something. Yoo-hoo, Mary. Mary, look up. Mary, pen first, then watercolor. Well, we'll do it. Okay, we'll do it that way, too. Too bad you don't have a bell that would sound. Zoom into the chat, Mary. I can't zoom into the chat. I don't know what you mean. I only have my phone, and it's just all on one. It's all on one screen for me. In fact, my chat is there, and then if nobody's talking, it'll fall off, and I have to touch the screen in order to see it just fell off for me. All right, let me write on here. I'll just write Rose. Rose and Aunt Beck. And then I'll write The Scream. So it works good that way. Now let's do the other way. You said write first and then watercolor over it. Let's try that. Now this is a fine point, so you aren't going to get you're going to get a thin line. So Rose. Look, I wrote Aunt Tuck. Sorry, Becky. Aunt Beck. And now let's put some yellow watercolor over that. Now, I could spray that with water, or I could just brush it on, and I think I'll brush it on. If I can find what I did with my brush. Let's put a little more water in there. Well, yeah, Rose, I think it might a little, because I see some of that black falling into. Now I used, oh, you know, that might be the green from let's do that again, because I got some green in my, ignore that one. I've got some green in my yellow there, because I was mixing colors. I tend to mix colors right in the pan, so I think that may be what's happening there. Let's write first, Rose and Aunt Beck. And if you're saying something to me, I'm not hearing it. And then let's try the yellow ochre, because I think my color picked up green from my pan here. And you're not seeing it, but here I got green in my yellow. And I think that's why it turned it a green. But when I'm out sketching, that stuff doesn't bother me. Now, I did that second line, that inner line on that E was a line that I made. That isn't a running line. So, I'm fairly happy with that, but you kind of have to be your own judge at what you're trying to achieve. Bye, Melissa. I didn't know you were here, but hello and goodbye. Welcome and have a good weekend. So, you might want to try what they're telling you about the pit pens too. I don't have pit pens right handy. I don't think I have anything. Everything I have in here is water soluble. My pen plus markers are supposed to be. Now I'm curious about these, because these are supposed to be permanent. These that I was telling you that I was marking with on my page. Let's write Rose here. And it's getting it's getting used. I've used it a lot. But see, this will give you a much darker line. And wash out my brush a little here. Let's try. I don't really have a light blue. Let's do the yellow ochre again. Well, I did that to darker blue, but I trust my yellow ochre. Yeah, I don't see that running either. So if you want to, Rose, if you want a darker, more bold line, you might try these Pen Plus Gears pens. So I wrote it first and then I did watercolor over it. And that is with this Pen Plus Gear permanent marker. That was a fun experiment, Rose. Read my last comment. Hold on, let me go up. I drew the coat, then used watercolor iridescent medium to make the snow glisten slightly, and the coal. Oh, the coal. You drew the coal. And the coal ran. Okay, coal. Well, watercolor iridescent medium. Yeah, and what did you draw it with, Rose? What pen did you use? Oh, a snowman. What pen did you use to draw it with? What were you using as a pen? Micron. Oh, okay. Well, about all I could say to you is try your pit marker. Those are being recommended. And if you want a thin, fine line, I would try the Sharpie. And if you want a little bit bolder line like this, I've only found these in black. You might try this. That would be what I would do. I'm kind of curious about the pit markers now, but I'd have to go dig them out. That was a fun experiment, Rose. That continually bumps me off. I won't be trying the micron with watercolor. Kathy says, don't try the micron with watercolor. And I've been falling off of the internet several times tonight, so when that happens, hang tight, I'll be right back. Now I got my cookie tray hanging at a 45-degree angle here. With all my pins in it. Alright, I was drawn on this page. Where was it? He was back here at the back. I closed my book. He must be here. And I put my marker aside. I don't know if this is the same one. Now see what happens on these pictures sometimes though when I close the book? The pictures I notice will fold up on me. So I've been letting them fold where they want to fold, and then I just kind of fold them in and let them fold. That's what they want to do. Kathy says, don't spoil my fun. Let's see what she's having fun about. Yeah. Oh, the glue book fun. Now, we're getting to the glue books. I wanted to put a border on this page. This detailing, I can go ahead and finish. I need to in fact I will, because I'm not doing a good job of this. You got me wanting to glue book. Let's go do some glue booking. Let's get this off of the table. Let's get out the giant glue book and the eagle. The eagle. Yeah, the eagle's going to be larger than the book, I'm afraid. Ooh. Oh, it's paper clipped, Mary. You silly. Something for your large glue book. All right. He is way bigger than my glue book. So, Rose says to fold him up and make a flip out of him. And if I did do that, I could read what was on the back too. I'd have to turn it upside down. Use him as the cover. Wait, my chat went away. Hold on. Make him a folding flip. Use him as the cover. I want to do both. But if I use him as cover, I'm going to put some strong tape and tape him to there. And then I'd want to tip him, I want to flip him in this way. Let's get rid of this wax paper. It's annoying me. It's annoying me. What's this? More of it. What's in here? It was holding on to the edge there. All right. Hold on. Hold on. I need to trim him too. I love the idea of putting him as the cover. But I'd have to fold him this way too. I could let him fold in this way, you know, and do a, like I do with my napkin journal. What are you looking at? I love that, Aunt Beck. Aunt Beck says, then you could add the title. What are you looking at? I love that. I have, hold on, I have some strong tape. I got wax paper all over my floor. This is Gorilla transparent tape, and it's strong stuff and it's good stuff. Now what I think I'll do actually is put the tape on the back of the book first. Let's pull all the images out, because I'm going to be flipping this back and forth and back and forth, and they're going to fall out. That's glued down. I got some more in here. I'll put them over here. I'm going to put my tape. That should be all the images. I think we were doing gingerbread houses last week. All right, I'll put them over there. I'm going to put my tape right here. Right along there. In fact, I should. No, I could maybe put it right along here, but I don't want it to fall down there yet. Let's see if I can do that. No, I don't trust it that way. I'll do it this way. Do it this way. I don't know what I'm doing. We'll see. I can't see chat, so if you're chatting at me, I'll look up in a minute before I put anything down. And then I'm going to flip it up this way. And what I like to do with this tape, before I cut it off down here, I snip it off on this end. I make it a little over, and then I put the snip off down here, so that when it falls back, I can find it again. And then I snip it off there. But let's go ahead, and this is annoying me. Let's cut this. at least trim it down a little. This page that I did the other night, sticking out at the bottom here. Just kind of get it. Excuse my hand if it's in your way. I'm just kind of, well, I could even tear it. There, we'll go back and trim it up later. Now, I have, you can't see it very well, but I do have tape right in there. And what I'm thinking is that I'm going to put this eagle right here. Right here. And before I tape him down, no, I'm not going to do that because they're not here. I'm going to dig them out. I'm going to start from the center here. All right, he's getting on there just as he is. We might have to tape him in the on the inside too. Ooh, I like that. Whoops, I don't like that so well. Let's move him in. I got a little bend in the tape there, but that's okay. Now, let's see what you're all saying. Meri's wearing Parisian pink and black. Actually, what I'm wearing is sort of it is kind of a pinkish purple. It's a big, huge workout t-shirt that I got at Curves 10 years ago when I was doing the Curves circuits, you know, when they had, I don't know if you have Curves in your area, the workout Curves, C-U-R-V-E-S. I bought one of their workout t-shirts, but it's short-sleeved, and I have to, in the winter when it gets a little cooler, I have to have something. But you know what, you guys? I want to do something to protect this, like put some matte medium or something on it. What do you think? Maybe I should have done that first. Aunt Beck says her sister had her surgery today. I hope it went well, Aunt Beck. Laura's probably cringing. What are you doing to my ego? I'm thinking that I may need to do something in here. The same thing to kind of hold this in more steady. I don't think I'll do anything to this. I'll have to fold this up after I get this inner tape done. Or a plastic sleeve. I don't know if I can get a plastic sleeve that big, Rose. Are you talking to me about this? I'm not sure what you're referring to. I'm going to put some tape right in here. See if I can do a decent job of it. And I need, in these instances, I need 4 pairs of hands. 2 to hold and 2 to cut. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing down here. I'm putting that piece of tape that I snipped off at the top on the roll down here at the bottom, so that when that tape falls back, I can find it again the next time I want to use it. Right here, it's got a little kink, but I think that may work out. And I'm going to have to trim this right here. There. And I'm going to need to trim it up at the top. Now, we're going to have to fold this, I believe, like this. Oh, and I could make a pocket out of this. Oh, that works, doesn't it? I'm loving it. I am loving this. Excellent idea to make it a cover. I think Aunt Beck said that. Oh, hi, Maricha. Am I pronouncing that right? Maricha, Junking Data Girl? Hi. Oh. Yay! So good to see you, Maricha. It's so good to see you. Laura Gurkeen from Canada sent me this big, huge eagle. And we've been working in a road atlas, Maricha, to do glue booking. Here are my giraffes. I've only got a few pages done in here. She sent me this eagle, and Aunt Beck said, make a cover out of it. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that? I got a little kink in it here that's kind of bugging me. I'm hoping that it'll work out. And I'm going to make a pocket out of the inner part here. And then this part is actually going to, I've got some little scrappies here, is actually going to come over and fold over this way. I like to have my books fold over so that the margin is covered. And as it grows fat, it covers up that margin. I am too. Hi, Amy. I've missed a lot of you who have snuck in on me while I'm looking down at my tape. So good to see you. But I'm still thinking, what would you recommend? I'm thinking I want to protect this, and I'm thinking some Liquitex matte medium on it. Because, you know, this is paper. This is poster paper. I won't do it tonight because maybe if the cover is covered with tape, the cover can fold over all the way to the back. I'm new to the whole Collage Junk Journal thing. Well, Amy, stick around. Stick around. If you're in this group and you'll learn of go to other channels, you'll pick this up fast. It is so fun. Contact paper? Let's see what Kathy says. Maybe if the cover is covered with tape, the cover can fold over all the way to the back. You mean cover this whole thing with tape? The only thing that I'm worried about putting contact paper and tape on is you have to do that, just like with this tape, you have to do that very careful and get all those air bubbles out. I am really leaning toward doing a Liquitex toward it. I'm going to leave it like it is and think about it. But I know from me putting contact paper on things, I always end up with, you have to go slow. I know. Yeah, I have to go slow. I always end up with those air bubbles underneath of it. Layers of Mod Podge. Mod Podge might work. Yeah, buckles. But what I'm going to do here tonight is I'm going to make a pocket out of this. We can do that. Let me get my paint out of the way here. I am so glad to see Maricha in here. And I'm just, every time I say that, I'm going, I'm pronouncing that right, I hope. It's such a pretty name. And Amy. You missed our bingo. We played bingo for our contest tonight, Maricha. We threw buttons for the bingo. This tape is double-sided tape that I got at Joann's, and it's called, I got it in the $2 bin, and it's called Mrs. Sparkles. And I really love it, how it holds, but it grips that paper. It grips that paper, and you have to be sure you're getting it where you want it. Because you might have a time moving it. I think score tape is a little bit more, gives a little bit more play. And I have a little bit hard time getting that outer cover off of it, but I like the strength of this tape. It really does hold. And I'm going to put, let's see, I'm thinking I would like the idea of making a, let me pull it off over here, putting a piece of tape here, just right to the left of this fold line, and a piece of tape there, and making kind of like a double pocket. I don't like the idea of one huge pocket because things will get, so that's what I'm going to do. Let me move it up. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I'm not really measuring. I should really put my ruler this way so that I at least have a sense. Maricha, if you're in here, I have to tell you, I get kicked off of the internet several times. It's happened to me several times tonight. Some nights are worse than others. Last week was pretty good, but if that happens, just hang tight. I'll be right back. Aunt Beck says, I would do the matte medium and then use a Delta ceramic coat varnish, gloss exterior interior that Dee Dee recommends. That's an excellent suggestion, Aunt Beck. I have not used that. In fact, I was wondering what Dee Dee used. So she uses ceramic coat. Let me go back to Aunt Beck's statement here. Ceramic coat varnish, gloss interior, exterior interior. I'm going to have to look for that. Aunt Beck, are those flexible enough for a fold over? The short pockets overhang could be used to slide over the back cover. Well, are you talking about this? The short pocket here. Yeah, as it folds over, that will go over to the back cover this way. Yeah, I think I understand. Hi, Never Hopeless. Hi, Elizabeth. Welcome. Good to see you in here. Dee Dee has a video just for all of her supplies. Everything she uses is in this video. I'll have to go watch that. I have not seen that, Janet. That's probably a pretty good video. Crystal says, kind of like a book cover we did with Kids Without Book. Yeah, that's true, Crystal. All right, I'm going to go ahead and finish putting my tape on. So I'm not looking at comments. That fold is right there. And here again, I am just eyeballing this. It's probably not that straight, but it's just a pocket. And just put something like a tag or something of interest. But these pockets, I might add something to this to make it some painty paper or something to make it a little taller, and then I could put my fussy cuts in there that I'm holding to use sometime. Let's pull this tape up. I got my pokey tool in the drawer here. Hopefully, yes I do. I keep it in one spot so that I can find it again. Let's pull this tape up, which is always a challenge for me. And it's coming up tonight. Yay! Seems to come up good on this paper. Good paper. Canadian paper from Canada. I love this. I just absolutely love this eagle. Absolutely wonderful. This one I'm having a little trouble with. All right, let's fold this. Drop my pokey tool. Better put it back before I poke myself. All right, let's just fold this up. Now, I didn't tape it in there. I probably should have taped it there, but I'm not going to try it now. Just leave it. There. Oh, this is just This is just wonderful. This is just wonderful. I'm going to go back and look at Dee Dee's video that lists all of her supplies that she uses. I was wondering what she always talks about varnishing her pages, and I'm going, varnish? Don't you have a problem with it sticking? But she never does unless she waxes them. And I haven't asked her that. There. I was just trimming up the top edge here. Okay. Oh, well, it's got a natural fold right here, so I will want to strengthen this paper. This is just wonderful. And then then I can fold it. Now I'm going to have something for the back cover. It says, "Are we there yet?" I'll leave that. See, I love how it folds and covers the borders here. What did Aunt Beck said? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Baby powder takes the sticky off as well. Yep. Aunt Beck says Scott will be home soon. That probably means... Meri just says, here's a tip. If the tape is stuck, tape a heat gun to it real quick and it will lift off. I use this tip all the time. Yes. That's a wonderful tip, Maricha. Thank you for sharing that. In fact, when I'm deconstructing a book, I will, if that binding is, what do you want to say, stuck? You know, if I'm having trouble getting that binding off, I will heat gun it. Oh, I just love this. This is perfect. I'm fighting the urge to paint. We have not painted in this yet, though. Let's go through the pages. Here's the giraffe page. Maricha says that she uses the heat gun to remove price tags off of gifts, too. And it does not leave the sticky stuff. Well, that's neat, Maricha. I never thought about it on price tags. That's an interesting tip. Now I'll have to keep my heat gun handy. Here's the giraffe page that we did. I think I'm zoomed out as much as I can. This is an awfully big book. And we started this fashionitis page. I love you, and I know you're in a really tough spot. We started doing gingerbread. I put the gingerbread man down last week, and then have to talk about the gingerbread houses. I bought another road atlas for the gingerbread houses, but I don't have enough to do the houses. We could do houses out of painted papers and do them on a road atlas and not, you know, just do houses. We were talking about doing a house in every state where people lived. I think we got onto that idea because Janet was telling about, this is a brownstone in New York. This was out of a magazine and we just glued it in, and Janet was telling how she grew up around one. And then we got off, and I got off. I don't know, I think you were with me. We were talking about doing an atlas with houses of where everybody lived. So that's still kind of in the works for me. I didn't do much on it. I was thinking I could build some out of some winter paper, but I'm not there yet with that. These are some blue book pages that we did. I love these. Are American Indians and Navajo Indians, and it was talking about the early American education system and how they were trying to educate the Indians in the English ways. kind of interesting. That was out of the Smithsonian magazine. These are for pages that I can't rip off. Bye, Aunt Beck. Have a good time. Say hello to Scott. Tell him you want a couple of ATCs tonight. Have a really great weekend. These are pages that I put in here that I can't cut up. And so I just started putting them in this huge atlas. I find that really works. This one, I love it because it says, "Are all experts worth believing?" And I found this image of this girl. This was in an advertisement, but it looks like she's very cynical, and this guy looks like he's questioning things. And it says, "We have met the enemy, and he is us." And I cut out the gummy bears because it said "pretty smart" down here, so I left the gummy bears. And then this was an article, an ad. It said they didn't know, and it's of vintage folks, you know, like in the 1800s. And the article talks about them. I have it, but I haven't glued it down. Talks about the things that they didn't know about heart transplants and all the medical things that we have today. It was really interesting. Oh, got a snail in here. Yeah, he didn't want to leave. And we got a George Washington page in here. Here, George Washington. This is one of the first ones we did. The Power of Your Words. And it is George Washington with sunglasses. And here's the district. We did it on the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C. And we left that area of the map showing through. And we were remarking about how the Potomac flew right into this as a roller coaster. Secrets of American History, and then we're using the roller coaster to symbolize how sometimes politics make you dizzy. And then the inkwell and the feather, the power of your words. So that's where we are on this big, huge glue book. I think just doing the cover tonight is enough for me in this. I have the big glue book, and then I have the mini glue book. And I have just a few things to glue in here tonight. I fussy cut these things, and they fall on the floor, and they irritate me. And so I'm starting to collect them and put them in these mini composition books. So I have the huge giant glue book, and I have the little mini glue book. So I'm just going to, and these I'm doing more the grab and glue, like what Cindy Signs-Utter got me started on glue booking. And this is more just grab and glue, put it down any place. It's more of the process of grabbing and gluing it than making it tell a story or say something. And what I have here is a back of a calendar. Just, they show all the monthly pages. And I cut them, that's a Christmas. And this is a quote that says, "You hold the power to create your own happiness. Create the life that you want for yourself. Do what inspires you, and never let fear hold you back." And it says Heather. So those are what the things I'm going to put down. Except for now I need a piece of that wax paper. We've got several glue books going in this live session. I've got another one that we've been working on. I'm going to put it right up there. And I think I'll put this one down below. This came off of a 2017 Dollar Tree calendar. And these are the pages at the back that show all the monthly pages, the art. That's what these are. Of course, you have to cut them out. You can't just throw it away. That would be wasteful. And this is a bird cage. That's the balloon going to Paris. Put it right in here. And then I'm going to go back after I get all my images in here. I'm going to go back and do reverse collage around these. And maybe do some doodling. Now I got the quote. Let's see if I can't put both images on here. Maybe this way. I'm not sure this glue will hold this stronger paper down. We'll see. Good night, Crystal. Ooh, I like that little... This must have been something I was doing art on. I got some gold paint. I'll have to show you what I did this week. I don't think I've shown these to anybody. Just let me get this down. I'll show you what I've been working on. There. So now we worked in the big glue book and the little glue book. And what did I do with them? Here they are. I'm doing the carved December. And I'm making Christmas ornaments. And where are my Christmas ornaments? Hold it. Wait. Hold the phone. These are just the little ones. Here are the big ones. I've been doing them on metallic paint. I paint them. It needs white. I need some white. Here. Paper towel. These are my ornaments that I've been stamping. And I paint up the paper with a metallic paint. And then I stamp my ornament on it. So I've been doing my Christmas ornaments. I'm thinking these are going to go in my December daily. So I've been doing that this week, along with my carving for my carved December. I really like the swans. The swans, I think, are my favorite. And then I have all these little... When I stamped out the round ornaments, I have space in the margin, so I stamp out all of these just out of the scrap paper. And I'll probably put them together, maybe glue them together, maybe make trees or butterflies or something out of these. Carved December, Maricha, is a project started by Julie Faye Fan Bowser, and it's a do a little stamp carving every day in the month of December, like you don't have anything else to do in December. But I got started because of another gal that I Zoom, do little glue book, tiny notebook, idea collector, reverse collage. I'm reading Lucia's message. Yeah, Julie does a lot of stamping, but it wasn't Julie that got me started on this. I do a video conference with some gals. We use an app called Zoom, and we can actually sit and video conference and talk to each other. To me, it's like a daily art retreat, you know. Oh, you're counting my books? Yeah, I'm... Yeah, the cigar box I got at a garage sale. It's holding my carving tools and carve on erasers. And this is Speedy Carve. I cut a little pattern. I have a little pattern, and then I transferred over to this, and then this is just a speedball cutting tool. So, and don't forget, Lucia, the December daily. I worked in my December daily today. Hold on, I'll show you the page. Where is it? Hold the phone. It's right here. I worked on it this afternoon. Right here. Right here. This is another window cut with this. This has yellow. This is yellow cellophane behind it. I don't know if you can see the shine on it, but like I put that white cellophane or that transparent cellophane behind this one. And I actually looked at, like, this is old-fashioned Santa Clauses here. There's a page in here somewhere. One of these pages has the stockings. And I actually looked at these stockings and cut my stockings out by looking at these, just kind of following the same pattern, like this one comes this way, so I made that one go that way, and that one falls this way. So, and then I put some bricks in there just so that yellow could peek through. So I did that. Once you get started on this, it looks more complicated than it is. But my poor December daily, I'm going to have to get busy on December daily, maybe put some of these ornaments in there, but I think I'm going to put I get all my energy from you guys. But look, I got all these pages to work with. I did reverse collage on all these book pages. So I'm going to have to do some tags, but I was also thinking I would take a group of them and use some yes paste. I don't know if I have the courage to do it on all of them, though. I might get some other, like a phone book, and put the one as the cover. Let's find one that would make a good cover. Well, even like, well, no, because I want to cut out. Find one that might make a good cover. This one might. No, I don't like that either. That's how I make decisions. I'm looking at one that I like for a cover. Well, here, this. Okay, take this and say underneath of here is a phone book. One of those skinny phone books. Not a big fat one, the smaller, skinnier ones. Put this on the top like we did with the eagle. Do you realize you put out 24 videos since the first woman? You have a crazy amount of energy. Oh, I used to work 2 jobs. Maybe this is just me using my, maybe I haven't retired yet. I have to tell you guys, I am an unwilling retiree. I was downsized from my job, and I know there's at least one person in here who knows what I'm talking about. I was downsized from my job, and I miss it like crazy. I miss it. I was a programmer, and I miss it like crazy. But when I worked, I didn't do all of this. So it might just be me compensating for using my time in another way. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Azure. That makes me feel good. But back to this. What I'm going to do, I think, is get like a small phone book or small book. And yeah. Oh, I'm not going to get political in here, but I tell you, we've lost a lot of our jobs, and a lot of people hurt because of it. But, you know, good things can come out of it, so I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to use my time. I'm getting to do more art than I've ever done, and I'm learning so much about making videos. I have limited equipment. I can't afford the really good stuff, but I use my phone to make my videos. I use my phone to do my lives. Yeah, art saves a lot, doesn't it? Art saves us. It's too bad. I was telling my brother today that I made in an hour what I make in a month as far as monetary value. And that doesn't bother me, but just look at, because I love what I'm doing, and I keep everything I'm doing. I'm not selling. I'm not as a business. I don't want to be. I'm having fun doing what I'm doing. But yeah. I just thought art saves us. Lucia says, Mary, I'm doing good this year with keeping up with my December daily. And I'll bet it's beautiful, too. I'll bet you have your house just looking like one of these houses that I dream of when I do reverse collage in my book. I look at this and I'm going, this must be what Lucio's house looks, well, not these, because I painted these out, but there are some really neat, beautiful homes in here. Look at that Christmas tree. I'll bet Lucio's tree is every bit as pretty, if not even more beautiful than this. Journaling and projects keeps me sane. Yes, absolutely. I'm starting a quote and not to self-journal. Oh, that's interesting, Marita. That's interesting. Yeah. Rather than dwelling on the me thing to, oh, note to self-journal. Oh, note to self-journal. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, I'm going to make a note to me to remember this. I thought you meant you were saying, I'm going to start quoting other people rather than quoting me all the time. I don't know. Ignore me. Ignore me. I want to show you. I have one more thing. You all know I've been doing these little mini composition book videos every day. I do these because to remind you of things. Yes, Maricha, absolutely. Absolutely. I need one of those too. I do these because these pages are quick and fun. I don't worry about technique. I don't worry about perfection. I sit down. I do these in probably less than an hour. And I have so much fun doing them. And then I put them into fast forward. I try to keep the video short. I see you, Laura. Do you see me? Laura says, have we lost her, girls, or is that just me? I see you, Laura. But what I'm going to do after I cover that, I'm thinking about getting that phone book and making just like a holder for it, you know, and cutting a pocket in here to keep my little mini book. And then on that same thought, I have this from Nancy Widner. And I'm going to work in this. I haven't put this down yet. And so I'm thinking all of these pages that I'm not going to get done, you know, because I'll never do 200 pages in my December daily in 15 days. I'll just never get there. Yeah, carve a niche in my book, only I'm going to use a phone book and cover it with my painty paper. I'm not going to carve all of these pages. But what I'm going to do is put these in there and then have the pages that I work on, like what I showed you at the front, wherever they are here, have them to be my front pages. So that's where I'm going with this, but I may not get my December daily completed at the end of December, but that's a see, look how that shines there. See, that's cellophane under here. I really like that effect. I'm going to be doing more of that, but I have some more things. Is Janet here? Lots of coffee. Janet, are you still here? Did anybody see Janet? She usually says goodnight when she leaves. I'm scrolling back. Let's see. Sometimes I miss a lot because I haven't seen where Janet, she might just be away from the computer. I didn't see Janet say goodnight. Janet says she's still here. She's playing in her glue book. Well, good for you, Janet. So where are we at? Do you want to do the other contest? There's 15 in here. Do you want to do bingo or do you want to do it the other way? Oh, she told Aunt Beck. Well, I think Aunt Beck left. Aunt Beck had to go because Scott came home. Let me put these things aside here. Ah! Too much stuff! Alright, I'm still here. I'm getting my my bingo stuff. Do you want to do bingo or do you want to do it the other way? This is fun to do, but we're still new at this, so we're still working our way through this. We've got 6 more the other way, like we do just pick a range of numbers. And hi, Lisa. We're getting ready to do the second contest, Lisa. The other way. Do you like the other way better than dropping the bingo numbers? Oh, Janet. I'm trying to figure out if you guys would rather play bingo or pick a range of numbers. Well, what we did here, and I have to tell you, I thought the playing bingo would be just as easy, but it takes just about as long to do it with bingo as it does the other way. Let's play bingo, and then we'll do the number range next week. I'm going to use more buttons. Azure said I was only using 6 buttons. I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 10. I lost 2 of them when I dropped the buttons. One fell off over that way, and one fell off that way. So I got 10 buttons here. And how we're playing this, for those of you who weren't for the first contest, this is the first night we've done this. These are bingo cards from Jerry Bellini well, it's a contest, Maricha. And I've got some ATC cards here, and they're in the little pockets, and I'm giving them away. But we were giving them away by doing a range of numbers. I'd pick a range of numbers, and then who got the closest would win the ATC. But I thought I would shake it up a little bit tonight, and we'd play bingo. And how we're doing that, yeah, it's a contest for Happy Mail. What I thought what we'd do is, there's the numbers on here. Some of these numbers are the same, but that's okay, like 64 and 64. I think the 15s are the same. But everybody picks a number that's on here. And I have you all pick a number, and I watch it scroll by. And then I have 10 buttons here, and I shake up my hands, and then I let the buttons fall. And then if the buttons fall like catty corner on 4 of them, if you had any one of these numbers, then you get a ATC. But the way that works is I have 6 ATCs here, and they have different designs in them. I don't know what's in each one. I made these up last night. I couldn't tell you which design was in what. And I have you pick it by color. So you're actually choosing one, and then you get what you chose. And then I have 3 extra here in case that we need some extras, because if somebody picks the same number, like if 2 of you pick 10, then you both won. So I'll use an extra, I'll give you one of these, and what's left over we'll use for the number 6 one. Annie says, who knows how to make the soft German gingerbread cookies? I'd look it up on the internet, Annie. I like to watch Joy of Baking YouTube channel. I'll bet she has a recipe. And then there's an Italian gal that I like to watch. Laura in the Kitchen, I think it is. And Baking Like a Pro, and somebody else. I watch several food channels. But I haven't made gingerbread cookies. Sounds good. Mary mentioned Jerry because that's where she got the bingo cards from. Yes, I'm on Jerry's design team for 3 months, at least through January. And she sent these, and I did not have the heart to cut them up. I didn't have the heart to do I didn't have the heart to alter them. They are just, I love them the way they are. So for my design project, I actually made a note card holder out of that using rubber bands, and I've got a video on that. But tonight we're playing bingo with them. They're multi-purpose. Martha Stewart has a ton of cookie recipes at her website. Hi, Kim Marie. Kim Marie. Food Network would have it. Yeah, Food Network would have it too, Connie says. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. If you play along, even if you're new, and we'll walk you through it, and who knows, maybe you'll win an ATC. So just go ahead and pick a number, and I'll let you pick all your numbers, and then when we're finished doing that, I'll throw the buttons, and we'll see what happens. Marita, and anybody else that's new in here, you're welcome to play. Even if you think you don't know what you're doing. Just choose one of these numbers and we'll walk you through it. We usually get through these one way or another. These are just fun little games. They're not meant to be big brouhaha contests. I have fun doing them. I think 75 is the highest number. 71, I don't see a 75 on here. Yeah, 75 I think is the highest number. And you can call free space if you want, but the button, to win it, the button actually does have to land on a free space. Yes, Elizabeth, that's right. Pick a number from the bingo card. And if it lands in here, let's say, I'm not throwing the button, but just say it landed in here on this green. If it landed right there, I'd say if you have 70 or 63, I would use one of those numbers. Like if it landed here, I would say 41, 56, 34, or 54. So it's pretty flexible. It's not any big deal. I have some extras here in case we need some extras. Are we all done picking? Is everybody done? Connie, did you give another message? Yeah, she did. Connie, did you give another one? Another number? You can give another number. $15. Okay. All right, so I'm going to shake up. My hands are about approximately 14 inches. Ian said he wants to play. He picked 51. Where's Ian? Is he here? Is he here? Or is he in a chat? All right, we'll let Ian play because I know Ian. Oh, he's sitting right next. Oh, you're Ian. Oh, sure, Ian can play. If you have a husband who wants to play or a significant other, but he has to be real. I know Maricha's Ian is a real person. I know another Ian, Maricha. I thought you were talking about him. We have an Ian who's Gina's admin, and I thought you were referring to him because when you said Ian, that's who I thought of. Duh. Okay, Ian can play. Anybody else have a person next to them that wants to play who's a real person? All right, I'm going to shake. My hands are about 14 inches from here. I measured it. Right here is at, well, I have to do it the other way. Right here is 14 inches. So you know my daughter Jaden is sitting on my lap. She picked 57. All right. That's good, Christine. We'll let them play. This is just for fun. So this is always scary for me. Sometimes the buttons bounce out. Sometimes I'm afraid to let go of them, but there goes. All right. We have a 72, a 41, a 29 or a 17 or a 12, a 9 or an 11, a 36, a 66 or 69, a 64, a 44, or a 57 down here. I'm going to count either one of those. So, did anybody win anything? If you won it, give a shout out. Let's see. I'm going to scroll back, but Ian didn't win. No 51. He almost won. Let's see, though. I think 57 4457, Christine. Jaden won. And Sarah won. Let me get my paper out. Let me get my paper out here. I left my pad over on the other side, but we'll use this. And, of course, we were talking about the pins, so. All right, I have to go slow here. Valerie. All right, Sarah, Jaden, and Valerie. Sarah, Jaden. See, we gave 3 of them. This pin's getting dry. Hold it. I use some of these too much. And Valerie. All right. Anybody else? Kim Marie? And Maricha? All right. So we've almost given away 6 of them in one toss. That's what I want to happen. Maricha and Kim Marie. All right. And Lisa, did you win? 41? Let's see. Oh, we gave them all away. Anybody else? I've got 3 extra. Anybody else? Check your number. I'm kind of leaving it up to you. You have a 10 or 29, a 12 or 17. I'll say 5 there. Oh, do I have bubbles on my screen? I bumped it. Let's see if I can get it back here. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna have to unclip my phone from the holder to get rid of these. Bubbles, there. Bubbles! That's a Samsung thing, I think, or a YouTube thing. I haven't figured that one out yet, but hold it. Yeah, it's party time. Now I can't get rid of the options on my screen. I'll just leave them there. All right. So, how did they do that? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, the bubbles there. The bubbles showed up one night, and we didn't know why. We didn't know why. We were laughing. First it did that floodlight thing, and then it did the bubbles. It was so funny. I'm going, where did these bubbles come from? All right, here's what we have. We got Sarah, and Sarah with an H, and Jaden, and Valerie, and Maricha, and Kim Marie, and Lisa. So here's what I'm doing. We've got 6 of them. I'm going to go straight down the line as we called them out. Sarah, I need to know which one of these you want. The red polka dot, the bells, the Santa Claus on my left side here, the plaid, the green, or the Santa Claus here. Yeah, Connie, that's so true. Sarah, are you with us? I'm going to move on. When Sarah comes back, if she says what one she wants, let me know. But let's go on to Christine, Jaden. You can pick for Jaden. Oh, the bells, Sarah? Okay. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to tear your name off here. And I'm going to put your name in the bells, so that's how I know to send. Here's what you get a Santa Claus touching his nose about ready to go down the chimney. And then this is just a snowflake sticker, kind of an epoxy sticker. These were quick ATCs that I made, but they were fun, and I love that. It's a fabric. So, Christine, if you would pick for Jaden, or if Jaden's there and she can pick. There's the polka dots. There's the first Santa Claus, the red dots. Okay. And Christine, I have your address. Sarah, do I have your address? I don't know where I wrote Meri at the Mariotier. Hold on. Let's do the rest of these. Valerie. Is Valerie here? Oh, I hope she likes it, Christine. Is Valerie here? Yep. Which one do you want, Valerie? Valerie, do I have your address? I have about 3 or 4 things I think to send to you, and I don't have your address. You've won 3 or 4 things, and I don't have an address for you. I need an address. That really frustrates me, because I go, oh no. Yeah. I'm on Facebook at Meri Dell Abrams. Abrams, or you can email me at the.meri, M-E-R-I, .atelier at gmail.com. And if you give me your address, I'll send you your winnings. I hold on to them in case you come back in. If you come back in, oh, this is an S here. So you can contact me here on Facebook through Messenger, or send me an email at the.meri.atelier@gmail.com. Good night, Laura. Thanks so much for the Happy Mail and the Eagle. And you too, Annie, if you're in here. Okay, but Valerie, you need to pick. Thank you. We'll come back to Valerie. Maricha, which one do you want? Valerie's going to email me. Maricha, which one do you want? Which Santa Claus, or plaid or green? Maricha or Valerie? Plaid, okay. This is your ATC. You get the little girl pulling her sled. A little stocking off over at the end here, and the snowflake over here. And I'll need your address too, Maricha. I had it once, but I don't keep those things around long term. I'm getting there, but if you would message me your address, I'll send you your ATC, and it will just be your ATC in an envelope. It's not going to be anything more than that. This is what, I mean, just so you know, I'm not doing a lot of Happy Mail or anything like that. I had a hard enough time putting everything together here. All right, who do we have left? What did I do? Who did I put in there? That was Valerie. I wanted to put Maricha in there. I put Valerie in there for Maricha's. Whoa! That was a no-no. All right, cut it. All right. Hi, Sheila. That's okay. We're just ending up our second contest here. Kim Marie and Lisa and Valerie. Kim Marie, which one of these do you want? Are you here, Kim? Hi, Patricia. The green. All right, Kim Marie is the green. This second one actually went faster than the first one. But the first one is, we were kind of getting used to how we were going here. Lisa, which one do you want? Is Lisa here? Lisa. Oh, wait. What did I do? Somebody said green. I'm so good. What did I do? Lisa said green, didn't she? Catch me. Catch me. Hi, Eva. I do not mind if I make mistakes. Everybody in this room, chat, knows that Meri makes mistakes, and I have no problem. You'll take the left, Santa? All right, that's this one. I have no problem with you guys correcting me. When I do something dumb or wrong, it's because I've got all of this going on and I'm live and I'm thinking this, I'm thinking that, I'm thinking this. So I say things wrong, I look wrong. I have no problem with you guys correcting me. In fact, I'm thankful that you do. So Lisa said, oh, thank you guys. I have to go back and check here. Kim wanted the green. I will take the left Santa. So you're getting the angel, Kim. You're getting the little angel going to the door, and she's holding a little fruit basket. And there's some poinsettias down here and a stocking up in the corner. And then the epoxy snowflake. And we'll just give the other one to Valerie. Valerie, if you're here, you'll get the Santa Claus who's touching his nose. He's getting ready to go down the chimney, I think. Doesn't Santa Claus touch his nose to make himself smaller to go down or up the chimney? So we gave away all 6 of those. That's really kind of unusual. It took us, what, 3 or 4 throws in the first contest to get through them? Oh, you don't have to do that, Maricha. You can if you want. Don't do anything big. Don't do anything big. Just, you know, I love to get art from other people. A small ATC would be fine, but you don't have to. I do these contests every week. They're kind of fun to do. So, I'm just going to, I have everything. I think I've got everything organized here. I think I know what I'm doing, believe it or not. Here's my contact information. So we're going to put this away. We've done glue booking, we've done painting, we've done mini glue booking. There's only one thing that I can think that we haven't done yet, and that's work on my desktop. And I usually save working on my desktop for the very end of the live because we get wet paint on it. And after that, there's no more art because it's all wet. And the first thing I'm going to do is paint that man's hat. It's bugging me to no end. I'm going to bring it down just a little here. And Rose and Janet have this thing about a black shoe when we were glue booking. I'm looking for my paintbrushes here. A good paintbrush to use. A black shoe when we were doing glue booking and red lips. And Rose is sending me some red lips. She said they're on their way. I haven't got them yet, Rose. And this was actually Azur's idea to put a mustache on this man with the gold face. I fussy cut him because the gold of the face attracted me. But she said, I've got blue on here from my, this is a dark blue. She said, put a mustache on him. So I did. And she said, make it a long one. So I did. And then somebody else said, well, he needs a bowler derby hat or a bowler hat. And I didn't know what that was. So I had to go look up that. And that happened the next week. That's a little better. And we still need to put a brass-related monocle on him. We're going to put a monocle on him, but I'm not going to do that tonight because I still need to look up a monocle, and I want to get it looking halfway decent. I'm going to take this and smear it down in the corner. So what we've done on here is kind of what I'm doing in my large glue book. In fact, I think we did this before I did my large glue book. We're just gluing images down. Good night, Elizabeth. Have a good weekend. The wild side of the lady's coming out. Yeah, this lady, I had so many suggestions on what to do with her, I forgot them all. But we got Mother Teresa here, and this just happened. We glued this down, came out of a real simple magazine. It says, Find Your Calling. And I was filing through all my fussy cuts, and I found this I had cut out of Mother Teresa. Good night, Elizabeth. Have a really good weekend. And it just went together. No matter what your faith is, still Mother Teresa and the calling thing just kind of went together. And then I just have some other vintage. This desktop is pretty big. I'll pull it down this way. Over here I have a vintage of a Burpees Farm Annual of 1894. Just a fussy cut from it. So I think I had pulled out some things, and let me find them. I had pulled out right before chat tonight, I pulled out some fussy cuts that I thought were fun. This one is actually, this is how it was. It's a silhouette of a person. I'm going to put it over here. I'll put the camera over that way in a minute, but what am I gluing down? I'm gluing down on my desktop different glue book fussy cut images. We painted this paper. It's over a foam core board. I'm going to pull this. I get these things at the library. I think this came out of a Smithsonian magazine or Daughters of American Revolution magazine. They leave them. We have a free magazine table, and somebody leaves these magazines. And I'm going, you're not throwing them away. I'm pulling them. But this one is going to go way over here. I'll put my camera over that way. And then I'd cut up a Kleenex box. These are just things I'd been working on this week. Oh, Rose, if you're here, lips. I'm waiting for Rose to send me the red lips, but I found these lips. I thought of Rose, so I snipped them out. But I'm going to use this one. And then I found some winter images. I found this dog. I don't know if he'll work on there. Some of these I want to put in my big glue book and make a... Oh, I'll reserve my opinion until I get yours, Rose. Let's see. I had a couple of others that I wanted to put down here. I love this. Look, isn't this darling? Feed the Good. I just love these black and white photographs. Now, this obviously is a magazine. I think this came out of the Real Simple magazine. But I love it. Isn't it darling? Look at that. Dog has to be the most patient dog in the world. And there's a castle that looked like a gingerbread castle. And sleds. These I wanted to put in my big glue book. I wanted to do a Christmas page, but I got some things I wanted to put down here. Wait, I'm getting there. These are just words. What happens when your perfect life gets boring? Does that happen? I'm going to put that under my questions. I've been collecting questions when I read them in magazines. For my Society of Idea Collectors, my questions tab is seriously lacking. And look at this little fella. Isn't he cute? Or I might be a little gal. I think that's a little gal. She's got long hair. A winter church. I'm going to put these in my big blue book. I want to do... And look, Rose. Rose, look. Gold lips. And you probably get more bored, Lucia. Look at these gold lips. Aren't these fun? Aren't those fun? I'm not sure where that came from, but I saw them and I thought, gold lips. Look at him. I have something else that I wanted to put down. Down here, let it snow. That's for times. How many times am I going to fall? I think this happened to me about 6 times tonight. That's what happens when I lose my data connection. I'm back. I was going to show you this picture. It's small. I'll probably put it in a small glue book. But look, it's some little children sitting with, it looks like they're being taught by a Catholic nun. But they're so sweet. I love these black and white vintage photos of kids. Here's a black shoe. I think the only one that oh, here's I have to show you this. Santa Claus. This is an advertisement out of one of the current magazines. Santa Claus went to the barber shop. He had his beard cut off. That's going in my glue book, my big glue book. I'm going to do a Christmas page. Well, I guess the only one I'm going to put down here on my desktop is this one. And I like it because it's, I got my hands full here. Let me set these aside. I need 4 hands. I like it because it's got all these historical pictures in here. And it's a silhouette of a person. And it just, I think it really goes. I think I'll put it, well, maybe I'll put it right down here by Mother Teresa. Maybe here. I'm just going to, this is a foam board that I have sitting on my desk. You're going to see things jiggle a little. I think I'm going to put it right down here by Mother Teresa, right in there. Maybe I need to pull that down just a little bit more. Here. There. So Mother Teresa will be right in there, and then her neck will come there. And I have been using Elmer's glue that I've diluted with just a little water. 3 parts Elmer's glue and a little less than 1 part of water. And by golly, I found my foam brush without having to hunt. And I just use that on these. I think I'll put those gold lips on here, Rose, on my desktop. Maybe right where I have them. So I just kind of smear glue right on my desktop and then on the back of the image. And this Elmer's glue does a really good job, I think, of holding these images down. None of these have, well, they did right in here, but I fixed it. Worked itself up right there. Oh, wait, I got a little hat. A little hat there that's going to put in my mini book. Now, get my card. So we'll just kind of put it right in there. And glue book her down. And then after I get this all done, I don't know if you saw where I showed I have this huge, big composition book. I mean, it is as big as this almost. I can hardly get it on my table that I got from Jerry Bellini. I purchased it from her at Recycled Parts for Art. She found it at one of the shows she goes to. And I'm going to make signatures. So this actually will probably be folded in half and put in that huge big composition book. I have several painty papers under this that I really need to start taking them off because my desktop is no longer flat, and sometimes when I'm painting my paint tips over. I mean, it gets a little unsteady. So, but I think that's all I'm going to do tonight. We've been going for almost, want cake. You guys are talking about cake. I think that's all I'm going to do tonight. It's almost been going for 3 hours. Oh, the lips. Meri, Azure says, make a lips page with sayings on them. What a great idea. What a great idea. I'm going to save this for the lips page. Yeah, I must be, well, I don't see all the chat all at once. Sometimes I'm looking at what I'm doing, or sometimes the chat will fade off of my screen and I have to actually touch the screen to... Yeah, but that's a great idea, Azure. I'm going to save this for the lips page. So, Rose, if you send me lips, what we don't use on the shoe are going to go on the lips page, and we'll find some quotes to go with it. Three? Great. I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to see them. So, guys, I am glad you made it to Maricha. You're welcome in here anytime that you can make it. Say hello to Ian. Tell him he's welcome to play in our contest anytime he wants to. You guys all have a really good weekend. Be safe. I will be doing a live on the 22nd, next Friday night. So maybe I'll save my Christmas page for next Friday night. I was going to do Christmas page glue book, so... Oh, Sheila, we love it if you come in here. You don't have to worry about being late. Just come when you can. We understand that people have lives, and Friday night is a big night for a lot of people. Hugs to Lucia and Janet, and thank you all for coming and supporting me. I just appreciate you all so much. Good night, everybody. Have a good weekend. I'm going to hit the done button here in a minute, if I can find it. Wait a minute. What happened to it? We might be on live for a little bit until I can figure out how to close this thing out. All right. Good night.